There's one thing standing between who you are right now and the best version of yourself. There's one thing. Your screen time. And you're like, screen time, how is it my screen time? Surely it's my lack of discipline or my lack of a vision or that I can't seem to focus. Yes, those are sub-reasons as to why you haven't reached your full potential or you aren't on your way to reach your full potential. But the main thing really is your screen time. See, we spend 12 hours on our phones. Some people even spend 16 hours on their phone. And because we do this, we have no time to think. And you'll say that I'm always thinking, I'm always doing something, but you won't actually be thinking. You will constantly be getting stimulated by some sort of media online. See, it's a shame that most people nowadays spend so much time on their phones that they don't know who they are. They have a slight image of who they think they are. They don't know what they want to achieve in life. They don't even know which step they want to take next. See, this is a sad reality for our generation. We are probably one of the first generations where majority of people are visionless. When most people don't know where they want to go. They're just being carried by the emotions. Like saying, okay, this sounds right. Everyone's doing this. I might as well do the same thing. See, your screen time is probably one of the most important things that you need to fix right now. If you don't reduce your screen time, you won't be successful in life. And you won't have a fulfilling life. And am I saying that you want to achieve things? No, definitely not. You can still achieve things with ridiculously high screen times. It's just that you won't achieve things that are true to yourself, that appeal to your authentic self. If you spend your whole day on your phone, but the shame is that you would have spent your whole life on your phone, or you would have spent so much time on your phone, you would have been chasing a goal that isn't yours. You would have been the best businessman in Africa. But then you won't be satisfied. See, if you spend the whole day on your phone, you won't have time to be introspective, to find out who you really are, what you really want, what you value, or rather what you should value. Being introspective and finding out who you are is the best thing that you can possibly do for yourself. Because if you don't know who you are, you won't be successful. If you don't know what you want, what your values are, you will not be successful. Because yes, you may achieve many great things. You may be the best businessman, but then that's not who you are. So it's a shame that because you spend so much time on your phone not being introspective, you would have gone after goals that aren't yours. You would have achieved a life that isn't yours. And people will look at you and say, oh, aren't you successful? Aren't you successful? But you won't feel like you have been successful. You would have built up that $10 million business when in reality you just wanted to write journalism. TJ! Well, you wanted to be a journalist, sorry. See, I have a close friend and his name is James Wakefield. He is one of the smartest guys I've met. And growing up, he never really had a phone. He was never really up to date with what was going on social media. He had limited screen time. He probably had like 30 minutes of screen time every day. And even 30 minutes is exaggeration. He probably had like 10 minutes of screen time. And for literally the whole high school career, we were all saying, James, how do you live off of... TJ! James, how do you live off of your phone? How do you live disconnected from social media? How do you live without being on your phone for like this long? And we all thought that we were in a better off position. But James, because he wasn't on his phone, he was able to find his passion. He was able to find his passion in butterflies. I forgot what the study is called, to be honest, but he was able to find his passion at a very young age. And because of this, he's been able to devote all of his focus and attention in his studies towards achieving that goal. I was one of those people that was always saying or cussing him, saying, how can you have no phone? How do you not know who Superman is or whatever? Every social media platform has incredible amounts of toxicity. And I actually envy James because he grew up away from that toxicity. He grew up in a manner where he was able to form his own beliefs, where he was able to find out who he really is and not chase other people's goals. See, and now James is one of the most driven people I know. He's one of the most productive people I know. And I can guarantee a huge part of it is because he didn't spend the whole day on his phone. See, if you want to find what you want to do in the future, if you want to find a direction for your life, the first thing that you need to do is drop your phone. Leave your phone in another room. Just leave it alone. The next thing that you need to do is go on a walk without your phone, without music, without any technological stimulation. And the last thing that you need to do, and I highly... TJ! I highly encourage you to do, is to stare at a wall. Stare at the sky, stare at a tree. Just stare at anything. Stare at something in nature. And while you're doing this, have a journal with you. Write down anything noteworthy. I promise you, if you do this practice every few days, if you really be introspective, if you pray, you'll find out what you're meant to do. The next direction in your life, the next step that you're supposed to take. You actually find out who you are. And when you find out who you are, you'll be able to set goals for what you will find fulfilling. There's no point of setting goals like looking on social media and seeing that everyone wants to be an investment banker. Everyone on social media wants to do that, and setting your goals based on everyone else.